the 2025 Porsche Cayenne. Let's talk about what's new for this latest model year, and towards the end of this video I will share with you how you can take 8% off MSRP on a regular 2024 Porsche Cayenne. Alright, let's get started. So we have some new standard features for the 2025 model year. All the Cayennes are now going to come with ambient lighting, a surround view camera, which is the 360 camera. This is now going to come standard. They used to charge like over $2,000 for this 360 cam. They also gave you soft closing doors as standard, and they have improved the cabin air filter. So all of these changes will apply to every Cayenne. However, keep in mind the MSRP prices have gone up by nearly $5,000 depending on the trim level compared to the 2024 Cayenne. So it's not like they gave you those features for free. They are charging you for it. And you can see the 2024 prices if you go to the Edmunds spec sheet. So Edmunds does a good job of documenting the previous MSRP prices. So in 2024, a base model Cayenne started at $79,200. Now the new base model price is going to be $84,700, and make sure to add in nearly $2,000 for destination to all of these MSRP prices. Nobody really buys a Porsche product for max value, right? They buy it because they want it and they have the means for it. So I guess price doesn't matter, but I just thought I would bring it up. If you go with the optional premium package plus for the Cayenne and the Cayenne e-hybrid models, which you should get this package, it is typically worth it. But for 2025, you will now get the HD Matrix design LED headlights with the premium package plus for the models that I mentioned. And when you opt for the Cayenne Turbo e-hybrid, you are now able to get the Turbonite badges, which is essentially like a blacked out or a grayed out badge for not only the vehicle but also on your wheels as well. And I'm not gonna lie, that Turbonite badge, it does look pretty cool. And in 2024, that's when we saw the introduction of a twin turbo V8 for the S models, and compared to the previous V6, the new V8s found in the Cayenne S, it makes about 36 to 37 more horsepower and torque than the V6. So that is pretty cool. In a world that is ditching V8s and downsizing in engines, Porsche is now giving us a V8 in more trim levels. And speaking of V8, we have to talk about the new GTS trim level, which again is also powered by a twin turbo V8, but in this application it makes 493 horsepower. This is 40 more horsepower than the previous Cayenne GTS. So that is cool. And Porsche is quoting 0 to 60 time to be around 4.2 seconds with the 2025 Cayenne GTS and a top speed of 171 miles an hour. It's going to feature a water-cooled all-wheel drive system. You're going to get a model-specific front fascia, some tinted headlights and taillights with the GTS, and they are going to give you the sport design package as standard with the GTS. These models are also going to come fitted with 21-inch RS Spider wheels as standard. You can get the exhaust tips painted in a dark bronze type of color. And if you go with the GTS Coupe, you are able to get an adaptive rear spoiler. And also with the Coupe model, you are able to get a sport exhaust system with center mounted tips in dark bronze, which will be part of 3 different lightweight sport packages. And this lightweight sport pack is going to give you a lightweight roof, a rear diffuser made of carbon fiber, and reduced sound insulation. But they are saying that if you go with that lightweight pack, it's going to shed 55 pounds. Personally, I would skip it. This is an SUV at the end of the day. I would like to retain its sound insulation and its refinement, but that's just me. You can do as you please. Porsche is saying that many of the interior is going to be finished in race text for the GTS models, like your roof liner, the armrest, the door panels, and your heated GT Sport steering wheel, as well as the seat centers of the 8-way sport seats. All of that is going to be finished in this race text material. Now for more of the performance attributes of the GTS, we're going to get specific air suspension for this model with the adaptive damper system, or PASM, and Porsche Torque Vectoring Plus. This is all going to be standard with the GTS, and your ride height is going to be reduced by 10 millimeters compared to other Cayenne models. Apparently the pivot bearings on the front axle are coming from the Cayenne Turbo GT. You're going to get some of those components with the GTS, and this is going to help increase the negative camber of the wheels by 0.58 degrees compared to other Cayennes. And as always, I will have the full press release on the screen for you to check out. Personally, I wouldn't really get the GTS. I would just stick with the S model or the base, or go all the way to the top and get the turbo. That's kind of how I look at the Porsche lineup. But once again, you do as you please. The GTS is cool. It does look nice. I appreciate it. And I already mentioned the price and how it's gone up significantly compared to the 2024 model year. But they are technically giving you a few features that they used to make you pay up for as a option. There you have it. Those are your changes for the 2025 Porsche Cayenne. These are brilliant products, pretty much no real compromises when you buy a Porsche. They drive great, they ride great, they're refined, they're fast, they look good, they're prestigious. There is truly nothing really to complain about other than the price. So fortunately, I do have a way in which you can save on some of these products. As mentioned before, you can save 8% off MSRP on the regular base model Cayennes and the Cayenne Coupes. So not the S, not the GTS, not the Turbo. Your regular Cayenne base with a couple of options, you can save 8% off MSRP. How can you do this? You can reach out to a broker by the name of AutoCompanion. He is one of the largest automotive brokers in the United States, and his partnered Porsche dealerships are offering some great discounts on the base model Macans, Cayennes, and the Taycans. His partner dealerships are located in the Washington, D.C. area. He does offer nationwide shipping. That is something you have to pay extra for, but he does offer it, and he does charge a broker fee to access these excellent deals, but it is well worth paying that fee. And if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box below, you can save some money off of his broker fee. He also has a free leasing calculator, which I'm going to have linked in the description box below. This is a powerful tool because it shows you the residual values, the interest rate of a lease, and the incentives that you can qualify for in your local zip codes. So even if you're not leasing, you should use this calculator so you can see all of the incentives in your area. But after running some numbers, a $95,000 Cayenne with 8% off is going to lease for about $1,350 a month with taxes and fees included. That's definitely a high payment, primarily because the interest rate is about 8.8% on a Porsche lease. Even if you did a one-pay lease, your interest rate is still going to be 7.2%. Obviously, these programs, they change every month, and AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. But for a while now, I've noticed that there are no incentives with new Porsches. You just have the dealer discount, and that's about it. So if you're really interested in these products, I would consider either just financing it or paying cash if you're rolling in it like that. Perhaps if you are going to finance, see what the Porsche finance rates are, or get financing and approval from a local credit union first and then buy the vehicle, because the lease programs are not that great. So that's just something to keep in mind. AutoCompanion does also represent other brands like BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Lexus, Acura, all of those more regular luxury brands. Their MSRPs are naturally less. They have more favorable interest rates both on a lease and on a finance. They also have more incentives as well. Clearly, you don't buy a Porsche for value, you buy it for the prestige and the no compromise driving experience. But I just want to let you know, things like a Mercedes GLE, an X5, an Audi Q7, all of those vehicles are going to be a lot more affordable because the discounts and the incentives and the interest rates are all going to be better, and they're still prestigious automobiles. Just something to think about and something to keep in mind. Obviously, Porsche is that brand that bridges the gap between the regular luxury products and like the exotic vehicles. So Porsche is cool because they make brilliant products, and they actually have dealerships in many locations, so you can actually get parts, loaner cars, good service, etc. So hopefully you appreciate this knowledge, these insights, and these resources. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to work with AutoCompanion, his information is in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.